Chuck. You know, Housing Angels was designed to help people avoid foreclosure and stay in their homes. Here to tell us how it works is David Dziedzic from Housing Angels. It's good to see you, David. Thanks
Great
for
to be here.
I know a lot of people are like, what was that did you just say? So explain how Housing Angels works.
How Housing Angels works is basically we have an investor come in. We call them the Angels. They buy the property in a short sale. Then they lease it back to you. And then you have 3 years in which you have an opportunity to purchase the property back, obviously at a less price.
I see. Okay, so we have a picture of this home here. So kind of walk us through what happens exactly.
Well, this is this nice family that lives in Gilbert. They owe $350,000 on the property. Our investor, and their payment on that was $3,200 a month. Our investor comes in and purchased the property for $170,000. He then rents that property back to them for $1,850 a month. Now, they have an opportunity to buy it back in 2 to 3 years, and that's when we think they're going to be able to buy the property back, is about 2 to 3 years, because their credit will get repaired, and we help them with all of that also. So when they get to buy the property back at approximately $224,000, for them, that's a principal reduction of $146,000. And not only that, but they're also paying way less per month. It's now a payment that they can afford at $1,850. So you can see just if they were to close on the 35th month of that 3-year lease back, their savings just on their payments alone would be $47,250. Including the principal reduction, you're almost looking at almost a total savings to that homeowner of $200,000. It's pretty incredible.
I see why you chose the name Housing Angels.
Yes.
Is that why you decided to do this? I mean, because you're helping.
Yeah, I mean, it really has been a very fulfilling opportunity. We call it Housing Angels because we call the investors the angels. The angels are actually the ones that we really applaud that come in and save that homeowner from foreclosure, buys that property for them, you know, in a short sale, and then gives them that chance to buy it back.
Do you need more homeowners to be investors?
Well, we're looking for both homeowners and investors.
Okay.
So there's a great opportunity. It's really a win-win deal when you really look at this. For the homeowner, they get to stay in their house. They don't have to move. They don't have to uproot their kids. They get to stay right in the house. There's never a lockbox or a sign ever put on the property. For the investors, it's probably the best buy and hold program that there is out there anywhere. And the reason is they get a great rent from the renter. The people care about the property. Obviously, it was theirs. So they're the best renters you can have. They get what's called a 10 cap rate. I won't get into all of that, but it's a great situation for an investor.
And they're hoping to stay put so they can eventually buy the house back,
Absolutely.
right? So they're going to take
and
care
there's
of
a whole program on how they end up buying the property back, which is great.
What does it cost to do this?
Well, that's what everybody looks. They're like, oh my gosh, this is such a great program. What is this going to cost me? And actually, for that homeowner, it actually costs them $0. We actually get paid by the bank when we do the short sale. We actually get paid by the bank when we actually bring the angel investor to the property. And then, when they actually buy the property back, it doesn't cost them anything again. So
Yeah, I know. I mean, you can see the wheels are in motion. You're thinking because a lot of people want to stay in their home, they just can't afford the high mortgage that they found themselves in. But they by doing it this way, it cuts their mortgage in half, or their rent, I should say. Very interesting. Wow. Wow, thanks for sharing that with us.
Thanks for having me on.
Lots of great information. So I'm sure you're going to get a lot of calls because people definitely want to know more about this.
Yep, and the thing that we're doing from here on with the show is $100 of anybody that actually joins into the program. We're giving that to the Housing Angel charity, and that's just to help different needs throughout the greater Phoenix area.
Wow, thank you so much. Very interesting. So if you want more information, which I'm sure people do, you can contact them. The easiest way is probably at housingangels.com. Or there is their phone number right there on your screen, and give them a call today. Thanks again.
Hey, thank you.
All right, coming up next, we're going to learn how to save double the money at the grocery store.